Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video, and thanks for watching. Thank you to my day ones. Thank y'all so much for hanging in there with me, y'all, through everything, through just still talking about Mo3 through all out my videos. But I had no choice in this matter. A lot of people wanted me to stick to this case, and a lot of something inner pushing me to keep pushing on this case. And I do believe this case is going to, solve a lot of unsolved crimes, okay? That has taken place already. So with that being said, thank y'all so much. Thank you to all the newcomers that then came in and jumped right in in the comment section and everything. Thank you so much. The ones that means well, because we know we got some haters. But if you don't have no haters, you ain't doing something right, okay, y'all? I want to thank a couple people while I'm at it, really quickly. Thomas, thank you. James, thank you. So those two, thank you so very much. I also want to mention another channel, up and coming channel, Truth to Power TV. Check him out, see if anything on his page that you all like. Check him out, okay? Another thing I want to mention again, God's Girls World, Gigi. She is doing an interview with a mother that her daughter was, they're from Chicago. Her daughter was pretty much stalked and attacked. And the person who did it got off. And her daughter, took her own life. So she's going to be doing an interview. And it's just another side of how all these crimes in our neighborhood is affecting, everybody. Okay? So she's going to be doing an interview tomorrow. Please check it out. I am going to leave one of her video links in my description box, because I know I had a problem when I first started trying to find her page. And I put in God's Girls World. It was so much stuff coming up that I could not even pull up the person that I was trying to pull up. It was a lot of stuff coming up under God's Girls. So I am going to leave the link in there in case you all are having problems finding her page. Okay. So now that I got that out the way, I just want to get to it. I just have, some evening conversation for y'all. And I want to also just do some updates on a few things that's been going on since I last posted. So I am going to do a part 2 to this video, because I got quite a few pictures and posts I want to put up, some new posts. And I think I got a video clip too, I think. So I'm going to do a part 2 to this instead of trying to put those in on the end of the video. I got a few haters came in talking about I was hating on somebody that was on the interview, one of Mo3's girls, ex-girls that just did an interview. Like I told y'all before, I've never been a hater in my life. My mama didn't raise me that way. And anytime I see brothers or sisters that keep themselves up, look nice, smell good, I am proud of them. Okay, so that's a whole lie, y'all. Okay, a lot of people cannot see the forest for the trees. Soon as they see something, or they see a pretty face, or like I said, a cool, soothing voice, they are quick to, not use their brains. And I see a lot of people do not use their brains. They just don't. This case has been a cover-up from the start, y'all. From the first day, when it happened, the next day they were saying it was somebody that was a serial hitter that was out here, and they put his face up, and he had nothing to do with Mo3 case. But even the news had put that out there. Or I don't know, I think it was the news or it was the media, but from the start they was covering things up. I have been getting so much flack about this gold and black car, y'all. Now people are sending me messages talking about, it's in the paperwork that, Mo3 was driving the gold car. Well, let me tell y'all something. A little bit secret, y'all. If there were people on that expressway that was there to make sure he didn't make it off that expressway, it don't cross y'all mind that there were going to be witnesses out there that were going to be telling, giving the police information to send them off. I've already proved to you all that, allegedly one of the Dallas PD, members is associated, well, it's not allegedly, she is associated with, background dancer and, the Bishop Hypocrite's sons and his family, and allegedly she's, the bishop's girlfriend. I've already told you all that, you know what I'm saying, that there are people on the inside that's attached to this case. So use your brains, please. If somebody came, if there were people on the expressway that were actually there to take Mo3 out, there were going to be people out there that were going to, be specifically out there to spin this story and make it seem like a whole nother thing when it was a whole nother thing. Okay, y'all? Now, I'm going to tell y'all this again. And I keep saying it because I want it to stick in your head. One of Mo3's baby mamas was driving that gold car. Okay? And just because it's on the paperwork that a witness said that he was in the other car, that don't make it true, y'all. It was people out there to spin this story. People are still trying to spin this story and take it off for what it really is about. Okay? There's no way in the world that Devin Brown, okay, had a case of temporary insanity. Do not believe this crap, okay? If that was the case, then why would they go out of their way to change license plates and all of this stuff? You don't do that with temporary insanity. Okay? Do y'all homework on temporary insanity. If that was the case, he would have probably ran up in the house and did what he had to do if he was that mad and upset. So please, y'all, stop it with that. All right? Just like I was watching the everybody been watching all these interviews that everybody been giving, and like I said, it's to steer you all in another way. Okay? I think it could be for promoting something new that's about to come out, to be honest with y'all. It could be why these girls are popping up and all of this stuff, and they lying and saying that they don't know each other and all of this stuff. Okay, I am going to leave some posts for y'all. I am going to leave some pictures for y'all so you all can see for y'allself, okay, what's really going on. And can nobody tell me, I don't care how sensitive you are, if you are in a relationship with someone for 3 years, I do not see you not going to their funeral. I just don't. And then months later, now you're dating their ops. I really do believe all these girls was money Mayas. To be honest with you, all of them. Everything that he was dating was money Mayas. Because they were all attached to his ops. And they were all in his pockets. And he was messing with all of them. So I just, for the love of me, I just don't understand why somebody can show up on the scene and everybody just act like, please use your brain, okay? They are trying to promote this movie. that helped set him up, allegedly. The people that's a part of this movie were making plans for November 2020 to collect big bucks, okay? Before they even finished the movie or whatever they had to do, they were already saying it was going to be blockbuster. Something that you ain't never seen before. This was going to be the hit of the decade. Why do you think that was, they were advertising like that? They knew something big was coming. They knew something was about to happen. And how would they know? Is because they helped planned it, y'all. They helped plan it. So please, y'all. Let's get to it. Get to some more stuff. So, in one of the interviews with the Ski Sister, she was saying that Rain Man was the main person that was, keeping this stuff going. I said this too. I said it just from looking at the post and him jumping on people's lives and all that other stuff that he was saying. I've been said that. That's the one thing that I do believe that, the Ski Sister is saying. I believe that he had a big part in a lot of things because he was running his mouth. He was taunting people. He was picking. And that's the one thing I do believe that she is saying, that he had a big part in a lot of things. And another reason why I believe that is because, like I told y'all, I've talked to several people that did not want to be, put out here like that because they have professional jobs. But they said that everywhere Mo3 went, everything he did, Rainwater wanted to be a part of it. He wanted to know all of the girls he was dealing with. He wanted to know everything. And that's odd, y'all, for a man to want to keep up with another man that much. Okay? And at the same time, you're keeping up with all his women. And you can clearly see he have gotten to know each and every last one of Mo3's, people. For you to try to build a side relationship with all of his baby mamas and everything that he was jumping on top of, that's a red flag. I don't care how you look at it. And then you were going to these girls talking about Mo3 behind his back to them. So he was trying, not only with these guys from the neighborhood that Mo3 was getting into it with, he was, putting his little 2 cents back and forth, and that in and out of that, he was putting his 2 cents in with these girls, trying to make them upset with Mo3 as well by telling them that, he's messing with this girl on you and he don't care about you, just pettiness, y'all. So that's what I got from, I took away from one of the interviews that, the Ski Sister did say that he was the one that was telling them, the baby daddy, trying to upset him to make him mad at Mo3. She said that he's the one that told Devin Brown that Mo3 was over there. So like I said, when you got two people that's pointing the finger at each other, and before they started pointing the finger at each other, they were meeting the day of the funeral and discussing things and all of this of what they gonna say and all of that stuff. And then now they pointing fingers at each other. I'm starting to wonder, did they have some kind of thing going on? And, he done moved on. He got what he wanted from her. And maybe that's what he wanted from one of the Ski Sisters, the one that was dating Mo3. He wanted to hit that. So maybe he told her that he'd clear her name. And she was, stupid enough to believe he could. Only person can clear your name is the police and the FBI, girl. Ain't nobody else can clear your name, especially not him, because he's all in the middle of this stuff. So how can he clear your name? But I think that's maybe the script that he used to maybe so he can slide up in there too. And after he did, they into it now because, he just used her. And I do believe that could be the case with them two, that they probably didn't went together as well. Okay. Now, it's been brought to my attention that on one of Mo3 songs. And I didn't even notice before I put the picture out on the last video of, the Ski Sisters on vacation after Dro Gupo, I hope I'm saying it right, passed away. So somebody brought it to my attention that Mo3 mentioned in one of his songs about paying a chick for info on an op and paying her while she was on vacation, and that the girl came back from the funeral, came back and act like nothing happened. So I don't know if one of the Ski Sisters went to Dro Gupo funeral. I'm not sure, but it would tie into this vacation afterwards, them having some money afterwards to go on vacation. And see, like I told y'all before, the mother, Miss Fat that was the first one to jump on, social media and start doing interviews trying to cover her girls, she know what they doing. She know that they not working or whatever, and she's knowing that how they make their money. She know this. Okay, so don't think for 1 minute that maybe she don't know. She does. She's taught these girls well. Okay. It's another thing that I wanted to mention about when Mo3 first was hit up. The guy that they were saying, the serial guy that was running around hitting up everybody, they were saying that he was some kin to Big Bird. They were saying that that was his cousin, and they had the picture of the light-skinned guy, the mugshot, and it wasn't even had nothing to do with Mo3. Well, people are not now saying, okay, word on the street. I don't know if it's for sure yet, because I haven't found out yet. But when I find out, y'all gonna know when I find out. But word on the street is Big Bird is cousins. Okay? Big Bird is cousin to Devin Brown. This is what I am hearing, y'all. This is what someone mentioned. Okay? Now, this would make sense. This would tie when Mo3 was first hit up, y'all. This would tie that in there. But they just had the wrong guy. They said this other guy was the serial hitter. That was him, and they put his picture up. But in reality, if Big Bird and Devin Brown really are cousins, then now it makes sense why right after Mo3 was taken out, they were saying that, Big Bird's cousin was the one that did this. Okay? So it makes sense now, y'all. Okay? Just a lot of stuff is tying in together. Okay? So just pay everything a little bit of attention. I've been trying to figure out the 3 baby mamas, okay? Because we're not going to find out who was driving the car unless we know all the baby mamas. So I'm hearing that one of the baby mamas is Ashley, I do believe. One of the baby mamas is Jade. Now I'm hearing that one of the baby mamas that he was actually engaged to, I'm hearing was Jasmine Moore, y'all, okay? Now, she's been really, really quiet, and I do believe that this might be the one that he was talking really good about, because they said, one, she doesn't be in the limelight of all this bull crap. She kind of stays off social media and stays to herself, and she's just quiet, which is how she should have been, okay? Especially when all this other mess is going on. So maybe she's the one that he said that she was the good one. But they did say that she was the one that I do believe that they mentioned on the obituary that he was engaged to. Okay? Now, I wanted to make sure I threw that out there. So this is supposed to be the third one. Well, she's the first one, and then the other two. Okay? Now, For everybody that's trying to figure out who this girl is that popped up on the scene and started doing interviews, and she from one live to the next, like I told y'all, I'm kind of skeptical of that, because as soon as she jumped on there, she started defending Rain Man. And then they start, I think, whoever interviewed her, they were asking her, questions about certain things and how you know this and how you know that. And she was like, Rain Man told her. So that lets you know that this is another person that's infiltrated, from the inside with Rain Man now. Now, like I said before, this girl, from what I'm finding out, and I'm going to leave the post up, and what I'm hearing about her, I'm going to let y'all know what I'm hearing, allegedly. She's a scam artist. She's a con artist, okay, y'all? And they're saying that, she didn't beat people out of money for, little businesses, adventures that she was doing. She was beating people out of their money. They're also saying that she's tied to, Mo3's ops. They're also saying, and I'm going to leave up a post because I do believe this, she's tied to a lot of people that was blackballing Mo3. So for her to come on there and act like she is just, the queen of of innocence, y'all. She's somebody that's been hanging out with Mo3's ops even before he passed. Okay, allegedly. I got some posts. She was saying that she don't know Ashley and all of them. They were leaving a post talking about how she was lying after the interview and all kind of stuff. So I'm going to put all of these posts up so y'all can see it. I'm going to put it on the part 2. Because it's going to take so long for this to render if I don't. It just takes too long, y'all. So another thing, I wanted you all to go to a certain video. Okay, I'm going to leave this link in my description box of this video to let you see who this Keyla or Killer chick is. It might be Killer. Anyway, Stretch Gang, his video, the F Goyeo episode 1, 2, something like that. Anyway, y'all can go and look at that video. She's on that video on YouTube. And that's the one that number 7 is on. And he was saying something about Mo3 on there. Like talking about him or talking down on Mo3. She was on there too. I guess she was part of giving the interview or whatever. Anyway, she tried to act like she's, in the cut. She don't know nobody. And she's so innocent. But she's around a lot of Mo3's ops. She was all in that circle too. Okay, and I'm starting to wonder now, did she just pop up on the scene? I know they're trying to just change the narrative of the truth. I do know that, but I'm starting to wonder now, did she pop up on the scene to try to give herself an alibi as well? Because she also did mention that she have not talked to the police or the feds or anybody, which is odd, okay, y'all? Especially if she was on the phone with Mo3 right before it happened too. Okay, y'all pay attention to all of this. If she was on the phone with Mo3 right before he passed, if the police found that the importance of talking to Rain Man, because he was on the phone right before Mo3 passed too, don't y'all know they would have talked to her too? So I just find it really odd that she has not been questioned about anything, and she was on the phone with him too right before he was taken out. And I also find it odd that everybody that was on the phone with him right before he was taken out, they deal with his ops. She's now in a relationship with one of his ops. She, like I said, she had ties with Bebe, the guy that was another person that they said was helping blackball Mo3. So she had ties with him as well. So I just want you all to pay all of these ties some attention. And I am going to leave some links and posts to what I'm saying as well. Another update. Don't know if this is 100% true yet. Still checking it out, but I'm gonna mention it because people probably know about it. But the word on the street is one of the Ski sisters, sweet one. I almost said her name. She's opening up a restaurant, y'all, and they said it's on Dolphin Road in Dallas, right off of I-30. So ask yourself who gave her some money to open up a restaurant, okay, y'all? It is a lot of ties going on, and it is a lot of money being moved around from people that's not working. So it just seemed really odd that these girls keep stacks of money in these guys, and they're taking out people left and right and helping take out people. Now, it is brought to my attention as well that they're saying that Mo3, another update, they're saying that Mo3 has something to do with Fatty Mac, because they saying that Fatty Mac was, retaliation for Roy Lee being hit up. And then they said that Dro Gupo, hope I'm saying it right, and Doug Dollar was for Bubba's, being hit up. So people are telling me that as well. A lot of deep stuff, y'all. Everybody, it's funny how people get on my page and then they say, well, you act like you taking up for Mo3 and he was doing stuff. Well, I'm going to tell y'all this. My heart goes out to everybody that's a victim, but at the same time, my heart really goes out to the person that got the short end of the stick. And people started this with him. Okay? He was trying to do like everybody else was doing, make his money and take care of his family, and people decided to hate on him to the point where they made him get like that. I can see if he started off like that and was just coming at people for no reason and maybe, coming at them. But when you give a person a reason, then it's a big difference. Okay? Now, one more update that I want to bring up, and then I am going to close this video out. You all know that I have been posting a lot about the Lightning McQueen family, which is one of the actors that's on the movie with Mo3. And he was the one that was posting all of this stuff that was going to take place in 11/11 and claim y'all money and this and that. So, which, like I said, was payoffs for everybody, to me, for everybody involvement in taking Mo3 out, okay? Just like Ebony was posting, send y'all cash apps. He was doing the pretty much same thing, but, on another level, but trying to, on another level, basically. Now, I told you all about Dr. Rose, the guy that was hit up right the next day after Mo3. Now, another tie that I found out, okay? And this is really, really odd, too. This is very odd. The people in the picture, I'm going to post the picture again, of Lightning McQueen when I guess he was a coach, and I think Dr. Rose was one of his students, I do believe, but they're still friends or close or whatever. But anyway, Dr. Rose had a company. It's called I Lift. It was an organization that Dr. Rose created, some years back on his IG page, okay? And everybody had that I Lift t-shirts on. Lightning McQueen had his post on that he was wearing it. And some of the other people that's on the pictures you're going to see, they all was wearing the I Lift shirts. But as soon as I started posting a lot of stuff about Lightning McQueen and Dr. Rose, for some reason, they changed the company's name, y'all, which is odd. I keep telling y'all, it's a lot of odd stuff going on. Why would you change a company name, and remove it totally off your page when I mention the ties? That's why I keep telling y'all, it's so many odd things that's going on that don't make a lot of sense. People are deleting business names and naming it after I mention. People are erasing the whole month of November off. Then Lightning McQueen, after I said they never post all this 11/11 stuff, before Mo3 was, about to pass or whatever. Then after I post that, he started this year reposting some of the 11/11 stuff, which made him look even more guilty. These are really some stupid people, y'all. They really don't have much sense. They make that the stuff they do makes them look even more guilty every time. Just like this, when I mentioned Rose, Dr. Rose, the dentist that was doing everybody's teeth, when I mentioned him, and when I mentioned the Lightning McQueen family and their ties, this is what happened after that, y'all. Okay, so he changed the name of the company, erased the page off his IG, and I just found that very odd. They are really trying their best to hide a lot of things, hide a lot of connections. And for him to be hit up the next day right after Mo3, it's something to that. It's something to this iLift company. And I am going to post it so that you will see what I'm talking about. So I am going to put part 2 up. I'm going to put part 2 up, and then I am going to, I'm going to put this one up first, and then I'm going to put the part 2 up. It's going to take me about an hour to get these pictures on there and all of that, but, excuse me, just letting you all know. And just giving y'all a little updates on a few things, right? So, I also have to detach myself from some old folks, y'all, because people is just trying to throw me out there like that. And when you try to throw me out there, it just makes me pause. Okay. So I have to fall back on more people. All right. But anyway, I just want to jump on here and say that I hope everybody's having a good evening. And I got a few people coming in saying, you take too long to get to the point. Well, go to somebody else's page. You don't have to be on here, honey. Okay? You don't have to listen to a word I have to say. I am talking to my subscribers. Okay? And they don't mind me going into details about everything that I'm finding. So if you don't like it, go to somebody else's page. I've been trying to block y'all, but you still keep making new accounts coming back and have something else to say. Mind your business. Anyway, y'all, please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thanks for watching. And I will keep you informed as I find out anything. It's not no breaking news. I'm just going to put on here, just some updates and some evening talk. Okay? So y'all have a nice evening. Y'all be safe.